James Molinis. This is called Kings of Prohibition Red Blend, Southeast Australia. This is a non-vintage wine. Stay tuned and I'll tell you all about this wine. So be sure to subscribe to this channel. If you've already subscribed, thank you so much. I do appreciate it. And please give a like. This is a really cool package. Unlike something you see, it looks almost like a spirit. And I think that's really talking about the brand itself, Kings of Prohibition. You know, think of the Al Capone era. And so I think this is a really fun bottle design. And it says right here, Red Blend, aged in whiskey barrels. And Al Capone's on the bottom, premium parcel, limited release. So you can see that right there on the bottom. So when I was an off-premise wine marketing manager for a larger wine retailer here in the United States, I thought there was a lot of product innovation, but when I look today, there's a lot more that I would find today than I did, say, in that period of time. So when I look at whiskey barrel aging, when I look at low-calorie wines, there's also wines that have a lower ABV. There's so many different ways that people are experiencing wine and want to experience it in a way that is authentic to them. So this is a Cabernet Sauvignon Shiraz blend. I do not know the breakdown. It could be 50-50 or another combination. Vinification on this wine. The grapes are harvested and sorted in the field to ensure the best possible expression of fruit character. Fermentation is in a combination of open concrete vats and sweep arm fermenters. After approximately 7 days on the skin, the wines are pressed, fermented to dryness on a carefully selected rate of oak planks before being matured in a combination of stainless steel and old oak barrels. So those whiskey barrels come into play. 14% ABV. The price point is $13.99. So another call out is people are seeking wines that are within their price point or what they feel comfortable in spending on wine. And this is definitely a value price point wine. And you'll see that tag down below in hashtag value price point wines. Now, this is one where I think it's an interesting combination of, obviously the fruit. And that's definitely, when I think of Australia, I definitely think of Shiraz, but I also think of the Bordeaux varieties. Australia does a fantastic job with obviously the Rhone varieties, but definitely the Bordeaux varieties. And actually it has such a plethora of variation that probably no other country, say beyond the United States, has such great varieties. And perhaps Australia has even more of a variation than does the United States in terms of all the varieties that are grown there. So if somebody's seeking an experience of whiskey barreled wine, this is one wine to try. So you may find this to be a very enjoyable wine in terms of your palate and what it's expecting. And even if you didn't think you might enjoy a whiskey oak characterization, it's not overly so, because remember, there's some stainless steel experience with this wine and some old oak barrels. So when I first opened this wine, I thought I'm really going to get that true, absolute perhaps over characterized whiskey barrel experience, but I didn't get that. Now the nose is expressing blackberry, red cherry, spice, and red rose petal notes. Next is a palate characterization. So the notes on this are red cherry, white pepper, clove, vanilla, and spice. So the vanilla, I'm going to assign to a bit of that barrel experience. And so when I think of the barrel experience, especially if it's maybe American whiskey, it's going to have American oak. And so some of that vanilla quality comes through the oak into the barrel characterization itself. While it is not necessarily a new barrel because they've been used for aging whiskey, it definitely has some characterization of vanilla on there. So to me, that is my pointing back to that whiskey barrel experience. Is it over the top? Absolutely not. It's a nice expression and a fun wine. This is 90 points out of 100 points, $13.99 suggested retail. I've seen this online throughout the United States at different price points, and it may differ wherever you are in the United States if you do find this wine in your home wine retailing marketplace. Thank you for watching. Stay connected. I love the diversity of wines that I get on my tasting table. So I love all the styles and all the wines I do get on my tasting table, including this wine. Thank you for watching. Stay connected. Questions and comments down below. So you'll find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn. So please come back to this tasting table for more wine reviews to come. I will see you very soon. Santé.